Am I alive? I can't tell. Let's see. Am I alive? I cannot tell. I think I am live. I was looking, I can't tell. Hey guys, it's Phil from Ear to There, Travel and Ear to There podcast. I'm pretty sure I am live right now. If anyone can tell me I'm live, just let me know. I'm looking, let me see if I can zoom in on this so I can see the comments. I cannot. Tell me I'm live. Let's turn that off. There we go. All right. I'm definitely live. I can't see the comments. How's everybody doing today? So sorry to cancel on you guys last week. I had some family issues. Everything was fine. Everybody's healthy and no problems. But it's good to be back with you this week. Misty, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. I see a couple people coming on. So until I get a few people on, I figure I'll just kind of, we'll figure out something to talk about. Let's talk about this. Who saw Beauty and the Beast? I haven't talked to you guys since it was released. So who saw Beauty and the Beast over the last week? I know I gave a tiny little review on a Facebook page, on my Facebook page there. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I'm not going to give spoilers away. I thought it was great. I don't know what you guys thought. I thought the movie was excellent. I liked that it stayed true to the original. I liked that there was a lot of stuff from the original old school Beauty and the Beast fairy tale that was in there that was very, very cool. Misty, thank you for the share. That's awesome. You're the best. Thank you for sharing the video. Hey, Spike, how are you? Spike Stanton, everybody, from White Knuckle Radio on the old internet. I believe he says it's as my phone fell, I believe he says it's the only pirate radio station on the internet. So, Spike, thank you for coming on. Anyway, Beauty and the Beast, I really enjoyed it. Again, I really liked that they took a lot of the original stuff from the original fairy tale, including Maurice stealing the rose. That was really, really cool. So yeah, I thought it was very good. What did you guys think? Who saw it? Who saw Beauty and the Beast? Did you like it? Did you not like it? A lot of the big thing that was being made about this movie was Emma Watson and her singing. It's Emma Watson, right? I keep saying Emma Roberts. It's not Emma Roberts. It's Emma Watson. I thought her singing was not that good. To be completely honest with you, I thought she was okay. But she is being compared to Paige O'Hara, which just isn't really fair, in my opinion. You're talking about a Disney legend. So, so it's tough to compare her to a Disney legend. So her singing was okay. Her acting, I thought, was very, very good. Let's see. I saw Spike. Yes, the only true pirate radio station on the interwebs. Spike. Dave, let's see what he said. Got some fast comments come in. Bethany Marie Miller. Bethany cannot pick a name. Every other week, I feel like you have a different name. She said we adored it. She loved Emma Watson. Again, I thought she was acting wise very, very good in the role. She was enjoyable. The story was great. The CGI with the Beast I thought was excellent. But I just didn't love her singing. I don't know what you guys thought. I thought the characters were very well done. The costumes were awesome. The music was great. LeFou by Josh Gad, I thought stole every scene he was in. By far, I thought he stole it. But, you know, it was very, very good. So if you didn't see it, go see it. I don't know if you saw that this film has already surpassed the animated Beauty and the Beast as far as earnings go. So, and it's a week old. So, yeah, Disney has another monster on their hands. They're going to be making a ton of money on this one. So, so go see it. One thing that I wanted to talk to you guys. Bethany says her name has been the same for a week. I don't know about that. It seems like your name is different all the time, but we'll go with it. It says the costumes on the film were amazing. Agree. I thought they were. Again, Josh Gad steals every scene he's in the movie. I forget. Luke Evans plays Gaston. Was good. I didn't think he actually stole any. He was good. He wasn't great, in my opinion. But you should still go see it. It's very, very good. Um, Big news out of Disney today, guys, was tomorrow at 7 a.m. Fast passes are able to be booked for Pandora, the World of Avatar. I don't know if you saw. That's very, very exciting. If you have a trip booked from May 27th on out, which at this point, what's today? Today is I guess it would have to be on those first couple of days. You can book your fast passes. So for the two attractions, the Navi River attraction and the Banshee ride, you can get fast passes for both of those tomorrow morning. Very excited. So if you're watching this right now and you are one of my clients and I did not contact you and you have a trip in early May, or I'm sorry, at the end of May, please email me and let me know, because I want to make sure I didn't skip anybody. But I try to get in touch with everybody who has early or end of May, early June trips booked. But if I missed you, please let me know, because I'll be up in the morning booking your fast passes for you tomorrow morning. Another question I wanted to ask is, is anyone going? Anyone here tonight that's listening, that's watching right now, is anyone going to go to Pandora, to go to Animal Kingdom at the end of May, or even for opening day? I was denied a press credential by Disney, so that's kind of a bummer. I was told by their press people that I was not big time enough to get in. So maybe next time. I joke around and said I will, next time they have a restaurant opening, I'll try to go for that. I wasn't even trying to get anything for free. I just wanted to be there for opening day, and they were not letting me. They're not going to let me be there for opening day. So, but Disney did comp me a trip in May. I'm going for I'm getting 3 nights at Animal Kingdom Lodge for free for travel agent training. So that should be very cool. Beth, you are going early for the Pandora. That's very exciting. When are you going? I really want to get some trip reports in from people as fast as possible, because I won't be there. I'll be there in April. I'll be there in May. I'm going for Star Wars Half Marathon weekend. So Bethany says she's trying for a soft opening. That is what I'm hoping for, because I'm going to be there in April. I'll be there in May. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that soft opening. Disney does that historically. They've done it with lands that are new, that are opening. You can go and you can see stuff. So anybody who's a runner, Melissa Morel, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. If you're a runner, or if you're going to be there at that time, I think I'm going to just sit outside of the land of Pandora, Avatar Land, whatever it's going to be called, and just sit on that bench and just hope like a manager comes out and is looking for someone to check out the land. I'll be there. I'm just going to sit there my entire trip. I'm not going to do anything else except sit in front of that land and hope to get chosen to go check it out. But if you are going, I'd love to hear from you if you're all going to go check it out. I'm very, very excited about it. The videos look awesome. I think I was talking about it a couple weeks ago, the ones they did on, what was that ABC show? Maybe it was Good Morning America. They did it on The View. They were showing all the behind the scenes stuff. It looks incredible. It looks amazing. I am so excited for it. The restaurants look like they're going to be pretty cool. So I am very, very excited to check it out. As I said, again, I didn't expect to be given the trip by Disney. I was going to pay my own way. I just wanted to be there and check it out. But they are not having any of it. So I guess they have, Misty, you're right. The pass holders are getting, certain pass holders are going to get a preview of the land. I am a pass holder. I have not gotten my email yet asking if I want to come down and check it out. So maybe I'll get it that way. We'll see. But I'm not going to hold my breath, because it is Walt Disney World, and they don't really like giving stuff away for free. So we'll see. Nancy O'Kelly, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Nancy, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Nancy was one of the first people who sent me a picture of herself eating her Dole Whip inside the Tiki Room back a few months ago when they allowed that to happen. So that was very cool. I still haven't done that. I got to get a Dole Whip and go into the Tiki Room. If you guys don't know, you can bring food into the Tiki Room now, a la Disneyland. They've been doing that for a long time. So go get your Dole Whip, go sit down and watch the show. You can eat it while the birds are singing and the flowers are blooming and all that fun stuff. So let's see, what else do we have to talk about? Okay, here's one. I've gotten an email about this. Kurt, gonna book within the next year. That's awesome. Kurt, I will be here. Kurt Cole. Whenever you're ready to book a trip, let me know. This is what I do kind of all day, every day. You can see from behind me in my office, it's decorated with Disneyland and Disney stuff. I am the ultimate Disney nerd, so just let me know, and I'm ready to go whenever you are. So one email that I've gotten recently a lot of, and I wanted to kind of bring up with you guys, is the stroller debate. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have little kids. So here's the deal. If you have little kids, do you rent a stroller or do you bring a stroller with you on your trips? I tend to fall on the side of, listen, your kids are tired. You're going to be tired. They're not used to walking that far. The average guest walks something between like 6 and 12 or 10 miles in a day in Walt Disney World. So I fall on the side of rent a stroller. You'll be happy for it. Your kids will be happy for it. They will be less cranky. You'll be able to get more done. I always say bring the stroller with you. What do you guys think? Do you think you should bring a stroller? I was asked this yesterday. Actually, I did an interview for a magazine that I've never heard of, but I was happy to do it. And she asked me, the interviewer asked me about the stroller, and it is cheaper to rent one outside the park, or it is obviously cheaper to bring your own. We bring umbrella strollers with us. That says the kids are 10 and 13. They may look a little bit funny in the stroller at 10 and 13. But if I could get in a stroller, I would, to be honest with you. I would love to get a stroller. Let's see. Sorry, I'm checking the comments here. Spike says he will be testing knowledge on the show Saturday night. Yeah, so I'm going to be on Spike Stanton and Misty Shore's White Knuckle Radio on Saturday night. I'm going to say you should listen, but listen to it. Find out how to sign up. Spike, you might be able to put in the comments here. But I have somebody crying outside my door. That's probably Zoe. Hold on one second. What's wrong, buddy? You want to say hi again? You want to say hi? Come here. And the weekly appearance by Zoe, who said, "What's wrong, buddy?" Oh, here comes Alexa.
Hi.
Oh, now it is a family affair.
No.
So we've been knocked off the rails a little bit here tonight.
Oh, just hello.
Hello, Lex, say hi.
Hi.
Tell hello to everybody.
Hello.
And here comes the third child. This is like the BBC thing all over again. There's Jack. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Everybody say nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Okay, so are you guys all going to bed?
Yeah. Pretty soon.
Okay. All right, thank you for coming in. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Are you okay? Say bye, guys. All right, we got to go back to talking about Disney. Okay? What's wrong? Are you stuck? Okay, you got to go, bud. I love you. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. Can you guys close that door on me? Bye, buddy. Okay, how's everybody doing? I'm getting yelled at by Jack for taking his sock off. I don't think that was my fault. Anyway, I was talking about strollers, so let's give. If you guys want to share that, I'd appreciate it. That was kind of funny. This is going to happen every week, I think. So I should just get used to having my children just be a part of this, because you guys obviously like them. They're getting comments. I think they're getting views more. You guys are coming to see them more than me. Beth, thank you for saying they're adorable. Yeah, I probably shouldn't apologize. What are you going to do? Like, they're kids, I'm on here talking about Disney. It's not serious. What are you going to do? Thanks, Blake. I enjoy them. They're fun. So I was talking about strollers. I have like a little list of things to talk about on my iPhone here. Uh, Again, I say rent strollers. I say they're you need them. Your kids are it's a lot. I can hear them screaming in the next room. It's a lot smarter to bring them. Yeah, Misty, start 30 minutes earlier and have a kid corner. I should just devote the live show to doing just talking about the kids or talking to the kids the entire time. Actually, we have a podcast idea. Let me know what you think. We're gonna do a podcast where we interview kids about their favorite things in Walt Disney World. We thought that would be kind of a fun idea, just to to get their thoughts, their ideas on the attractions, the food, that kind of thing. I wasn't planning on doing it live tonight, but we got a little bit of a sneak preview there. Anyway, what I was saying was about the strollers. You know what? Let's bag the strollers. Let's talk about something else. So another thing I wanted to talk about was, have any of you guys ever used a Spike, you need to do your own reality show? That's true. Maybe I do. This is my reality show. I get to come on here every week and talk to you guys, and whatever happens. It's kind of a no holds barred situation here. So, Beth likes the idea. Yeah, a kid review of Disney. Jen Hoffman, thank you for coming on. How are you, Jen? You may have heard Jen Hoffman on a podcast. She's been on a couple episodes. She's a good friend. So, Jen, thank you for coming on. Jen, you just missed Alexa, Jack, and Zoe all on the live video once again. That was actually the first time I think all three of them have come on. So that was a good time. So what I was going to ask you guys is, have you ever had groceries delivered to your resort on your Walt Disney World trip? We do it. We use Spike, thank you. Yeah, kids review would be great. Yeah, we're going to do that. We have a bunch of kids lined up for that one. So, anyway, if you haven't had groceries, and I'm not getting any money from these guys, we get our groceries delivered by a company called Garden Grocer. Because I've been asked a lot lately how to save money in Walt Disney World, for Walt Disney World, at Walt Disney World. One thing we like to do is we go on GardenGrocer.com. We usually get a bunch of breakfasts, drinks, juice boxes for the kids. They even deliver beer and wine for you guys who are of age. And they will drop off your order. Of course, it's marked up a little bit, but they will drop it off at your resort on your check-in day. They keep your frozen stuff frozen, your cold stuff cold. It's a great option to use if you, are trying to save a little bit of money. If you don't want to get the dining plan, you want to eat your breakfasts in your resort, it makes a lot of sense. We do it almost every trip. I won't do it. Spike wants to know who said beer. Yes, they will deliver beer. They deliver wine. Not, you can't get your Bloody Marys, Spike. Just so you know, you won't be able to get those. But, Stacia Donahue Osborne, welcome. Thank you for coming on. I said your name right, I think, Stacia. She says she gets the meal plan all the way on vacation. It's true. We don't get anything to cook from Garden Grocer. We get, dry stuff like crackers. My kids love like cheese and crackers, snacks, dry cereal that we can put in baggies for them to take into the park for snacks. I really like it. But yes, they will deliver your beer. They will deliver your wine. They have craft beers too. So I'm a big craft beer fan. I'll drink the other stuff, the light beer and that kind of thing. But if you want craft beer, they have a lot of the local Florida craft beers, as well as like some pretty well-known other kinds of craft beer. So it's a really good option. Bethany, you're right. They do sell liquor in the resort stores. It is very marked. It's pretty marked up. I mean, it's pretty high to even get a small bottle of liquor there. You're pretty much paying a third more than you'd be paying off property. There's also, you can always there's the opportunity to jump in an Uber or a taxi if you're using Magical Express, if you don't have a car, and get to one of the ABC liquor stores. There's one at the Crossroads, which is a shopping center, not too far from Disney Springs. You can jump in there, grab your whatever, adult beverages you want for your week. That's really probably a good idea as well. Yes, so yeah, the buying alcohol on property is very pricey. I forget what it is for a 6-pack. If you wanted to get a 6-pack of like Miller Lite, or I think they have like Miller Lite and Bud Light in 6-packs in the resorts, you're looking at oof, it's like triple what you would pay. Yet you're paying like for like $6 a beer. It's something outrageous. Speedway does have beer that there's a couple Speedways on property. There's one over by right by the boardwalk. There's one at near Magic Kingdom. You can buy beer there. I think I'm right. Is that right? Just two Speedways there. $14.99. $14.99 for is that Spike and Missy? Is that for a 6-pack in Disney? Maybe I'm crazy. $15 isn't that bad of a markup. I think you usually pay that. Yeah, I don't know if that's what the markup is, but it is. It's a lot higher than you would pay anywhere else. So, Garden Grocer, yeah, it is okay. I mean, I was off. French Quarter, $15.99. It was a $14.99 and $15.99 for a 6-pack. That's not that bad. But again, you're getting Miller Lite or Bud Light. You're not getting good craft beer. So, you know, of course, this conversation is going to craft beer. Why not? My podcasts normally go to craft beer. Today, I put an article up. Here's a good question. Best 5, your top 5 World Showcase drinks. Right now, if I were to say, you can have a World Showcase drink, I'm buying, what would you pick? I think I'm going with, if I had to pick anything, I'm probably going with a Le Fin du Monde. That is my after marathon celebration beer. So after I run a marathon or a half marathon or something like that in Walt Disney World, I head straight. Well, I don't head straight. I go back to my room. I eat a big stack of pancakes about that high. Then I will take a shower and an ice bath, which if you guys have not had an ice bath, I don't recommend it, but it does help with recovery a lot. So I get the huge stack of pancakes, take an ice bath, take a shower, jump on the bus, get to Epcot, and get my Le Fin du Monde. That is my post-marathon and half-marathon strategy. I'll be doing that in a matter of, how many days? What's today? 23rd, so I leave the 21st, so less than a month. I will be in Walt Disney World on my business trip, quote-unquote business trip, for the Star Wars half marathon. Kurt wants to know, I talked about a jalapeno margarita earlier. Are they good and spicy? Very good. Very, very good. Not overly spicy, but they do have a little bit of kick to them. They're not, it's not like, it's Disney, basically, right? So you're not going to get something that's overly crazy spicy, but it's very good. You know what's a good one there? I talked about somebody on the Facebook page today. The cucumber margarita is very, very good too. I was going back and forth between the jalapeno and the cucumber. I really like the cucumber margarita too. It's refreshing. It's good. The only problem is you go to La Cava, oh man, Allison Ramos Miller is not, I don't believe, on right now. She would kill me for my Spanish accent. But the La Cava del Tequila, I know that sounded terrible. If you can get in there, those drinks are fantastic. It's hard to get in there. It's always crowded. It's always packed. It always seems like there's a line to get into that place, which is why, I end up with the frozen margarita outside a lot of the time, and that is not as good as the margaritas inside the Cava. But I miss the Mickey waffles. No, I don't do the Mickey waffles after a race. I do the pancakes only because for some reason it's basically the same thing, right? A waffle and a pancake, but the waffle hurts my stomach and the pancakes don't. I cannot explain to you why that is. But yeah, so if you are going down, take a look at Garden Grocer. If you're going to be down there for a while and you're not doing the dining plan, see if it's worth it for you. For us, it's worth it with kids. We like to order like their stuff, My kids are picky eaters. They don't eat in the parks all that much. So we like to do that. Missy says there's a new margarita kiosk in Mexico. Yeah, so they did close that other one, the outdoor margarita kiosk. They were selling them from... Got another screen from the outside. So much for soundproof in the room. But they did close the original margarita kiosk. You could still get the drinks from I'm not even going to try to say it. The outdoor restaurant, Spanish counter service restaurant. You can still get the margaritas from there. But now, yeah, the new margarita stand is opening or is open. So yeah, so you can get a margarita from there. Beth said she wishes she likes tequila. I don't know why I couldn't read that. Yeah, I don't. I guess there is a kind of a strong tequila taste to the outdoor ones. The Cava ones are. I think they do a really good job of kind of masking that. It's good tequila they use. It's not like a cheap, house tequila. So they do a good job of kind of masking those. So yeah, so that was kind of what I wanted to get to this week. I don't want it to be a super short show, but when I cover what I wanted to talk about, I kind of stumble and stutter for things to come up with. So I think that is probably gonna do it. Unless Chris Yancic, thank you for coming on. Chris may have something to talk about, so I will wait patiently. Actually, Chris and I are meeting in Walt Disney World next month for heading over to Kona Cafe for I've never had the duck dish at Kona. I will not be dancing, Chris. No, there won't be a dance at all. But I've never had the duck over at Kona, and I am looking forward to it. He and I have a mandate next month on the Friday of Star Wars race weekend. So if you want to come and stop by and say hello, we will be there the Friday night of race weekend. Don't tell Donald. That's very funny, Chris. Misty wants to know, do I have a podcast for the college program? I don't. You know what it is? My college program was so long ago. We're going on 19 years at this point. That's a long time ago. I'm old now. I don't know if I could relate to the college crowd. I'd happily do one if it's something that people wanted to listen to. I have a bunch of Chris Yancic actually is another fellow college program alum. I would do an episode about the college program if there was an interest in it. Absolutely. I just don't know how much I know about the current program. I know that I stayed at Vista Way. I don't know where, Misty, I don't know where your daughter, I don't know if she's assigned to a place where she's living just yet. We stayed at Vista Way. I stayed at Vista Way on my college program. Chris says he hears Vista Way doesn't have a curfew anymore. I would have been kicked off the college program if we didn't have a curfew because, you know what? Let me be honest to put all the cards on the table as far as Vista Way goes. Vista Way, Misty, I'm going to tell you right now, your daughter, just be prepared. It is it's party central. I mean, that's what Vista Way is. It's a complex full of college students living there. It's college, but you're on your own completely. There's nobody in that complex that is going to be watching the college students. You're not allowed to drink underage. I'll tell you that we did. All my roommates except for one were underage. We had a kind of a party apartment. So yeah, that being said, I learned more on my college program about responsibility, about budgeting my money, about showing up for work on time, about hard work from Disney. I learned more in those few months that I learned, I think, in 4 years of college. I learned a ton. So yes, there is some partying. Yes, there is a little bit of a wild element to it. But you learn a lot. And, well, there you go. She's not a drinker. Then you'll be okay. So she's going to probably just go and have a great time. You get the chance to work for Disney. I know you and I were talking. She's going to be working in housekeeping. That is, like we were saying, it's not the most glamorous position. You get tipped, though, which is nice. I was custodial when on my college program. I went on to work in attractions when I went back full-time. I worked attractions and I worked front desk concierge at Fort Wilderness. Both really fun jobs. If you're thinking about it, if you're thinking about the college program, if your kids are thinking about the college program, I think it's worth it. Like I said, I had more life experience from the college program. Really, well, listen, life, like, I'm an adult. I mean, look at this. Look at the room that I'm in, right? I'm not exactly an adult. But I learned a lot on the college program, and I'd recommend it. I'm going to recommend my kids do it when they're I was gonna say when they're 30, but yeah, no, it's a good time. And I would do an episode about it, if I could round up a couple of my ex-college program friends and roommates to jump on with me and talk about it. That would be a good time. It is a very cool time in your life. I met my wife on my college program. I met some of my closest friends that were in my wedding. So it's a great time. I recommend anyone who's thinking about it, who's on the fence, definitely sign up for the Walt Disney World College program. It's awesome, and you won't regret it. So yeah, I think that'll probably do it for this week. Didn't have a lot of Disney news to get to. Didn't have a lot of stuff to go over. There's not a ton going on right now. So Spike, thank you for posting. Yeah, I will be on Spike's show on Saturday on the White Knuckle radio show. Saturday night, I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It is, I know Spike and Misty will be on their best behavior, but it is not a G-rated show. Just so everybody knows, it is not a G-rated like my podcast or my Facebook Live show. It is not a G-rated show. So if you do tune in, expect me to talk very much like I'm talking now. I don't know how Spike and Misty are going to talk. We'll see. So, all right, guys. So thank you for coming on. Tune in on Saturday night if you can, 9 p.m. to White Knuckle Radio. I will be back here 7:30 p.m. next week, Eastern Time, next Thursday. Podcasts will be, as always, on Monday morning will be the regular podcast. Wednesday morning will be the Word of the Week podcast. And let's see, what else do we have going on? I'm going to try to keep the blog post updated a little more. I wrote one today. It's a little crazy with this time of year. I've got a lot of vacations going on, so I haven't really kept up with it. I know. They said to keep it clean when they need to. All right. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys again for coming on. Thank you for joining. Thank you for talking. Thank you for the comments and the shares and the likes and all that stuff. And I'll see you either on Saturday night or I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.